Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. This is Becky at Windsor Creations. Sorry, the chair's gone down, that's it. I hope you're all doing well and feeling okay. Oh, that lamp's not on. Let me turn that lamp on. That's it. That's a bit better, isn't it? Yeah, I'm not feeling brilliant today, I have to confess. It's like gone 3 o'clock and I shan't be sorry to go back to bed, really. Well, I don't feel any better in bed, so, you know, it's pointless exercise, really. But it's, I think it's Satisfied Saturday today. And I thought if I came along and did some work with you, did some fun stuff, some easy stuff. Let me double check it is my scrappy little bit of paper. Yes, Satisfied Saturday today, number 11. I am trying out a new camera position. Well, a new camera holder anyway. And obviously I won't know how well it's gone. And I tested it briefly, obviously you do these things. But yeah, let's hope it should be, hopefully, a bit more stable. What it does more than anything, it gives me a whole load more room on my desk, which is fabulous. As any craft will know, the more room you've got, the more mess you can make, which is always good fun. Anyway, it's the one that comes with one of my lights. It's the holder that comes with one of my lights. So I'm just going to alter that light as well so you can see better. We'll see how it goes, but I hope it works. I mean, I bought it originally for this, but I couldn't get my old Samsung to go in it, my old Galaxy, but I can get my iPhone in it if I take the cover off, so let's keep our fingers crossed that it all works. Anyway, that's enough of me rabbiting about nothing in particular. We're doing some more of the Eclectic one. Oh, this one, it's nearly finished. I did a bit the other day. On my lonesome. I think we finished this one. This one's got all it's got all the, hang on a minute, that hasn't got all the, oh, it has. No, it hasn't. It's got one in there. Oh, had I started putting things in? Is that as far as I got? Let me just see. Yeah, I started, I think, and this one got pockets. I wish I knew how far I got. Yeah, that's got pockets. That's got all its pockets, I think. And things. Oh, I can't remember where I got to. Yep, put pockets in all of that. Put that up. Yep. Were you with me when I did this? I don't think you were, actually. I think what I did was I finished off with this one last time, and since you've been gone, I've put some pockets in this one. I apologise if you've seen me do this. I've slept since then. I can't really remember. But this one now is full of different sorts of pockets, and I think I moved that page round a bit. There's a double one. There's this one, and it says open here. This is a really old, one of the first things I ever made back 6 or 7 years ago, that is, but it's okay. And then there's this one which has got pockets inside and writing space inside. It's just got all vintage photos in it. Yep. Little pocket there. Yes, I remember putting that on. Pocket, belly band. Yep. Right. Yes. So they've all got pockets, and I think this is the order we're having them in, isn't it? Yep. So now what we're doing is we're putting tags and stuff in. What I have done since I last saw you was I've sorted my tags out, because I don't remember when I got my tags out, they're really tight. I couldn't get into them very well. Well, I bought this container actually for my nail varnishes, believe it or not, and the slots were too small to get the nail varnishes in. So what I've done is I've gone through all my thingy, and I've got all my journal cards in it. So now I've got room for these are tags. I've got room for the journal cards now. They move easily. And these are all my tags, so it's really easy to get to what I want and what size more than anything. As you know, sizes, when it comes to tags, is you need to know what size you need. Let's put it that way. So we are putting things in here, and as we come across them, I believe we are embellishing them. Oh, is there two there? Yes, there is. That's nice. I like the little hedgehog. Now, apologies if we've done this, but I really don't feel very well, but I thought I'd come along. I've been working quite hard to get ahead slightly, and that needs, no, it doesn't need a tab. I think I said that before too. So apologies if I sound a bit weird too. I might have a bit of brain fog. As some of you may or may not know, I have fibromyalgia. Quite an advocate for those who have it, because we still, even in this day and age, have doctors who do not believe in it. My poor friend's had it for a while, and she's struggling really hard to get an official diagnosis. But yeah, it's tough. My doctor was lovely, brilliant. But I mean, I got diagnosed over 10 years ago. But some doctors, even now, you know, even with all the publicity and what have you, and it's not just widespread pain; it's a lot of other things. And I won't keep harping on about it. I'm sorry. Let's fill this. Put something in here. Having said that, I'm a big believer of not letting it beat me. But this morning it did for a little while. That's a nice one. Look at that. Irises. I've just done something on the back there. That'll fit in there nicely. I want something smaller in front of it though. What have we got in here? Oh, all sorts of random stuff in it. Oh, that's a postcard. But again, that would still look nice in there, wouldn't it? Yeah. Let's corner these though. So before I came on, just to see if I was up for it, really, I spent a little time tidying my desk, which was a complete mess. You can't tell from the camera because you only see the nice bit. Excuse me. But I have in front of me here, I have an IKEA pegboard. It's actually attached to my table, and I've had bought a few extra bits for it to try and get as much as I can off my desk and onto the board. And I just recently bought two more bits for them, and they stick out long ways. So I'm hoping that'll help. And I've also this morning, now if there's a great big crash, it's because my little set of drawers here has fallen off. But I've put them up with Gorilla Tape. Sorry about my words there, with Gorilla Tape. So I'm hoping they'll stay up. But there could be an almighty crash and it could fall down. It's just pre-warned. So if there's a crash, it's just my little drawers falling down. But until my son comes up, I can't think of another way to affix them to it. They've only got very, very lightweight stuff in, hardly anything. But it was just bits that I'd keep lying about. And I wanted to get them off my desk. Right, we need a little tag in there. Excuse me, a little tag in there. Oh, he's a little bit boring. I've got my thing out as always, you know, this thing that I use. You're interesting, the woodlark. Let's see what else we've got. These are not in that storage box, as you can see. Oh, he's nice. She's pretty, isn't she? He. I think if they like that, they have to be a she. Not that that's too big. Not that these things have a gender at all. Let's see what. Oh, this is nice. This is one inside another one. I made these up a little while ago, off camera. I wonder if that will fit in, because it would be nice if it did. In you go. That's it. In you go. Yeah, that fits in nicely. Right, let's put a little something in here. I can't remember when I made this envelope. I think it was a Roxy Creations. We need a little journal card, don't we? That's just a piece of masterboard. It's too big. That will fit in now. Can you see all right? I hope you can see okay. That'll fit in. And so all this little raccoon. It's a raccoon. It's a little raccoon. We'll put this little raccoon in then. It's a bit of, as I say, it's an eclectic journal, so it doesn't really matter what we put in it. I'm still using this one that leaves bits everywhere. Da-da-dum-dum. You might have to do some embellishing on some of the tags, because I've got quite a few here that are either just old masterboards or plain, so you might have to do a bit of that. Oh, that's I went through a phase of putting thingy cards on the back. Oh, I can't even remember the name of those. I apologise. Index cards. There you go. It arrived eventually. I'm going to have to test out in the summer whether my fan is too loud or not for the video. That's that one done. Now this, oh yes, a big one there and two littlies. Let's get something. Ooh, you're big, but you're skinny. I do love this. Is a bookmark I made. Really like this bookmark, I must admit. It's got a little brad at the top. Yeah. But it's a tad skinny for there, isn't it? And we want something tall and wide, which I ain't. I might be wide, but I'm not tall. Let me see. Do we want a journal card or do we want something poking at the top? Let's see. I have got such a big chunky pocket. I've got these which need folding. I could put, let's do that. Let's put these three in. I'm just doing that so I know where I've got to. Where's my board? Here's my board. I don't think this is going to be big enough. Oh, it is. It is indeed. Let's fold these. And I've got to ink round. Oh, I haven't cut it very well. So I'll ink round there. Where's the one that goes with this? There it is. No, it's not. There it is. No, it's not. I don't think it really matters. There it is. But I do like this one. I'll tell you why. It's got this little bit on the end, and that makes it a lot better. That's why I like this one. Right, you and you. This is a really old kit from, so you're supposed to keep this in here, but mine broke. Well, it does stay there a bit, but it tends to fall off. Very old kit from, who's it from? It's in collaboration, I believe, with Tracy Fox, and it's called Nature's Remedy. Anyway, so if you know who did Nature's Remedy, I can't quite believe I've lost my scissors already, though. Yeah, it's called, there they are, Nature's Remedy. So I'm going to put some more ink glue under there too. Oh, I need my little, I've got this little spongy thing. Sorry. You've got a great big dollop of my hand there, sorry, to put my pin in. I know people put tabs and all sorts on their pins, don't they? But I still lose it, so I got a squidgy thing to put them in. To put it in. Also, what it does is it cleans the pin at the same time. Right, let's close you up for a second and trim you a bit better, shall we? I think I must have fussy cut this out watching the telly, because I didn't do a very good job, did I? So yeah. Let's go down here. I don't mind inking a lot, but there's a lot of white on this. Ooh, right. Yeah, my glass tray is still being used. If I can't cut this, I'm going to have to ink it. There we go. Still being used for... On my list, I did actually say, and I did actually have the Shabby Glam one, the big board book, but I haven't finished painting the cover, I'm afraid. I have painted it a few times, but it's taking a lot more covering than I expected. If I remember at the end, I'll show you how far I've got, but it looks quite a mess at the moment. Yeah. That has torn there. I wasn't expecting that. Let's ink that up. There we go. Right, let's do some. Get rid of that. Do some inking here. Always looks a lot better when you've inked it. It's a bit wrinkly, this one, but it'll be fine. Lots of writing space, look. Lots of writing space. It's supposed to be a triple, you know, and they're designed to be together. I've made the entire double sort of lap book of Nature's Remedy. It's in my Etsy shop. It's quite a large construction. It's one of the few things I've actually bought the kit and made exactly what they sort of intended you to make with it. I don't usually do that. I just usually just do my own thing like I am right now. But it's nice to go through your digi-kits and pick out different bits. Right, where was that going? That was going in here, wasn't it? That was going here. I decided if they're going to have bits and bobs in them, I'm doing... Oh, look at that. That's perfect. Nice size and depth for that one. Happy with that. I've got lots and lots of writing space. Put you up there. We've got two smaller ones here. How small, I don't know. Oh, you'll fit there nicely. Not you. I think you're a bit small. See what else I've got here. You're a very similar colour, aren't you? Let's not use you the same colour. I've got plenty here. It's just some of them need a lot of embellishing and some of them need next to none. But I think I'll have to get one out that I'm going to need to embellish. I've got diddy ones down there as well. Let me have a look. Right, this needs a... That's... I'd like one about the same size as this. So, put you back. I'll have to cover this because it's just a piece of random... Yeah, we'll do that. This is a piece of random masterboard. Sorry, you can tell the Fiberage is not behaving today, can't you? Because it's I'm losing my words. There we go. Let's do... Well, we'll do exactly the same bits on here as well. Might as well use this one as the template. 1, 2. I don't know where they went. And we need to do a bit of... Let's do a tiny bit of embellishing on those two. Pop you there. So we've got some space to work. Let's do the corners. I got that out, didn't I? Oh, I didn't take the time. Let me just pop up and see if I can see the camera. What time it is? Oh, that's nice and clear. I can see perfectly now. I can never used to see very well. I'll just write you in my book so I don't forget. So if I take that off there, that's 15, 36, 1506. There we go. So it's 1406. There we go. Sorry, I just I try to keep them to an hour. It doesn't matter if they're a fraction under, a fraction over. It just seems a nice amount of time, worthwhile popping on, and you can always watch half and half later on. But sometimes I look at videos and they're so long, you know, I think, oh, I'd like to see that bit. And then I have to remember to watch it in 2 parts, maybe if it's an hour and a half long or 2 hours. And then some of them that are really short, you're just getting into them and they stop. So, I mean, Gail Gastonelli's are about an hour long, I think. And I've always found hers a nice length, you know. So that's what I kind of worked it on. This is still banging, isn't it? This. What should we put on here? Let's put some eclectic stuff on here. Da, da, da. We've got some G's embellishments here, and these are all weird and wonderful things that I hardly ever get to use. So now would be a good time, wouldn't it? Great big orange bow. No, that sticks out. That's the sort of thing I'm looking for. Anything random? Lady with a dog? No, don't go on the tag, I don't think. Bunny. It's too big, but we could cut the edges off. Or we could cut the teacup out. Might do that. That thing here is all upside down on this masterboard, so I'd quite like to cover quite a bit of it. And she's nice colour, isn't she? I think that was a tag of some sort. We might pop her on. Oh, I've got another one here. It's exactly the same. No, then I prefer these two. Let me put these on. Yeah? I know they're the same, but that doesn't matter, does it? Oops, let's just put you back. There. These aren't G's, I might add, but I also use that pouch for all my other random bits as well. Like sometimes you'll get a sheet with loads of ephemera on and there's like a boot on it or something, or a hat like there was there, and I think, not what I want to use today, but I do keep them all. And they're excellent for eclectic ones, I think. I love these sort of journals because just anything goes, you know. Anything goes. That fits on there nicely. I might put something else on just to make it pop. It's just sort of blending into the background at the moment, isn't it? So we could do something a bit lighter behind it, couldn't we? I could have a look at my little weird bits I've got. Some weird and wonderful bits. Oh, I don't know, they look quite nice now. Quite like that. They do need inking, don't they? And I think I want some darker ink on those. Let's see. Let's try walnut stain. It's a little bit darker than fake burlap. I changed my new dubber for my frayed burlap, and now I'm using my walnut stain, which seriously needs changing. Look, there is just nothing left of this. Oh, I think it might need to be darker still to pop. Okay, I'm just going to put these on. I like them. Put the walnut stain on. Actually, I might leave the walnut stain out. Shut that drawer. Right, let's pop these on and see what we think. Bum, 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 bum. So, if you are like me and feeling pretty grotty today, let's hope this perks you up. I might have to, well, I will have to take some more painkillers, I think, but never mind. There we go. Can't tell that bit of masterboard. I do like masterboards, but sometimes they can be quite difficult to cover. I'm going to put two little holes in them, because I would like, when we get round to doing that bit, I'd like some thread coming off them. So we're going to pop you there and one here. Sorry, that is very loud, that. Right, and yes, they've been done. That was easy. No tabs, no labels or anything. Just, yeah, I thought that would look nice in there with just their little faces peeking out. Look, they look cute. That's that one done. Oh, we've got the same this side. Now, I do have another set of those really big ones. Do we want two sets in one, though? Quite possibly not. Now, we know... What was that? I don't know. I've got some big ones in here, but are they wide? Oh, I've got a big... got that one. Oh, here's another thick one. It's a double. Well, I've got a really big double one somewhere. This is a great time to use something really thick and bulky that you can't normally get in one, you know. I do have, maybe it's still here, in here. I have a couple of really thick, bulky ones that I haven't been able to use because they're so thick and bulky. Nope, they're not there. They must be sitting with another journal kit. How about one of these? I like these. How about one of these? That pink looks nice with those, doesn't it? It's not very bulky, mine, but I made this such a long time ago. Be nice to use it. Can't though, not with that. Not with that. Yeah, we'll do something with this. Again, gosh, my cutting when I'm watching telly is not good. It is not. No, still, there we go. That's okay. It's just this corner here I haven't done very well. My apologies. I will make more of an effort to do it neatly next time. Thing is, I do it with just my side light on, and of course I can't actually see that well. There, and a bit more here. I like these shaped cards. They've got like a tab already fixed on them. I quite like that. I mean, I think actually this is out of the brand new Pink Monarch Prince kit, actually. The brand new one. March one. Yeah. I'm going to use Frey burlap. That's all this little light one needs. What should we put on this? It's a nice big space, isn't it? Put a nice big flower on it. Nice big bird, maybe. Oh, bird. We've got a nice bird over there, haven't we? Nice large bird, maybe, with some foliage. Let's see what we can pop on it. There's flowers here, and this is all floral, so the bird might make a nice change. Excuse me, I'm just going to have some more coffee. Right, birds. I think in the top one. No, my large ones are in the next one there. Birds large. Here we go. There we go. Let's see what we have here. Well, you're a nice big... They all want to go on the tab. They all want to go... You have to be tall and thin, so you might have to be an owl, should I say. Although... No, it'd be better that way. I don't think my owls are very big, though. I don't think I've got any large owls left. Let's have a look. I don't know why my owls are separate. They just... Oh, I don't know, though. He looks very majestic, doesn't he? I think he's the biggest one I've got. Oh, he's a bit taller. It takes a bit more of the tag. Although, oh no, he needs trimming. That's probably why he's bigger. There's two little fellas that also need trimming. But they're nice. Make a nice change, wouldn't they? I would have to cut them, I'm afraid. But they go nicely with the tag, don't they? He's my favourite. I use him everywhere. Be nice to make a change and use somebody different. He reminds me of Harry Potter's owl, he does. Shall we use these two? Let's use these two guys for a change. I'll just nip through here and just see if I've got anything, but I'm 99% certain I don't have many upright birds. Having said that, he's upright, but he's a bit small. Let me just check. Most of my birds are better for journal cards, you know, rather than tags. He would fit. Let's do these. Let's do these two lovely owls. I know I means cutting them, but I'm sure you don't mind. Well, sorry if you do. Let's just whiz round here. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to. I've done this with my butterflies, but I haven't been through all my others to check whether they need doing. Oops, got my finger caught there. I don't fussy cut quite as quickly as Rachel from Roxy Creations. Man, she can half cut around quickly. I was watching Gail the other day, Gail Agostinelli, and she was cutting out a great big row of flowers, you know. It was a huge thing. And she sat and fussy cutted it, but I think it would have taken me absolutely ages. I've been cutting for quite a few years now, but yeah, that's where experience comes in, doesn't it? So hope you find this Satisfied Saturday one. What are you doing this weekend? Anything good? I know my friend Elaine, who often comments. Thank you, Elaine. I mean, it's the world to me. And so does Thelma. She comments a lot too, bless her. She's been away, so she's been not far, just a local seaside place, you know. We don't live far from the coast, so yeah, I like that. I need something else under there, like maybe a I don't know. It's nice. I like it on that background. Maybe just a leaf or two, and then a tab. I'm going to put something in here, like a number, and maybe some leaves, eh? Don't want too much on it, actually. I'm liking it the way it is. No, leaves aren't in there, are they? Oh, dear. Leaves. There we go. Or a twirly thing. Let's go into this one. Come out. I've got about 20 of these in this drawer, but to get the back row out, I have to pull the drawer nearly all the way out. One of these days, it's going to come out all together. All right, I thought I might put some little dainty leaves at the bottom here. Maybe something like that down there. And I've got some more here. Oh, it's going the same way. I want them going a different way. Oh, I like that. That'll be nice. Yeah, that'll do. That and a little thingy at the top. Do I want another one somewhere? No, I don't. Right. I've got a mark on the drawer and how far to pull it out so I can slot them back in. Let's get them on, and then we will... Come on, off you come. These ones are usually quite easy because... I love how delicate these ones are. They're lovely, aren't they? Well, I think they are. Oops. Got it. It's a bit stuck there. There we go. Oof. I'm stuck. There we go. Oh, still stuck. Oh, don't know why that bit's sticky. And there we are. Let's pop you guys on. Do you want a little bit of ink? You don't really need much because you weren't printed on white paper. Nope. Is this gluey? Nope, that's not gluey. I haven't done an owl card for ages. It's quite nice. It's nice to do an owl one. Yeah, there we go. Sorry about the chair, but until my son comes up, no, I can do about it. Right. Let's fold that over, because that's gluey. And then we'll get a couple of little tabs out, and that'll be that. I want a little number for the top. I'm not sure which one I want the number from. Let's have a look at you. You've got some... You're a nice colour. You'd quite nicely go, wouldn't you? Quite like that. Just going to have a look in here. I got some stuff in this one too. I put in here earlier. Got some nice numbers in here, if I remember rightly. Oh, that doesn't belong in there. Yeah, I have. No, I don't want a price on. I don't want the price of the birds on. I thought I had. I thought I had some big numbers. Yeah, some big numbers. What do you think? Nope. Liked it, but I don't know. What's going on there anyway? I think I'll put that one on there. Oh, this one might go. It's similar colour. No, I don't like it. Nope, let's not bother. You probably can't see that. It is a very diddy little tag. No, I want something here. I think it's going to have to be a butterfly. I do indeed. A lot of these dates. But I think I'm going to cut that one down and put that on. Whoops. Let's put you back before I knock you everywhere. They have to stay on this little shelf, otherwise I'd send them flying. I'd knock them on here. Just going to trim you a bit. I think I want it that shape, the shape of it, you know, that it is. I'll do this and then not like it. I'll never forget when Rachel cut out this really fancy flower. And then she didn't like it when she put it on the... Oh, that's not looking so good now. I'm not using that. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, that looks better. Right then, shall we find a butterfly? Just, yes. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. That gap there is sort of asking for... Oh, what's that? That's the wrong box. That's probably why that's confusing me. This is the right box. And again, I'll leave it out now I've got it. Hello, little ones. Let's see. Something mid. Let's put all you guys to one side and see what I've got in the bottom here. I like that. A bit bigger than I planned. That is better. That is better. What's this one? Oh, that's a green one. Nope, wrong colour green. Oh, he looks nicer. Dee dee dee. Bum 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 bum. Probably thinking, if you like that one, why don't you just use it? Because you see, there just might be an even better one. That's why we keep rummaging. That is why, but I think I might use that one. Dee dee. There you go. Look, you're all going, I preferred the other one. I know my friend today, she was saying she wishes she could hear I could hear her sometimes because she's going, not that one, Becky, the other one. But yeah, that's just the way it goes, I'm afraid. Let's put these two things on. I'm going to think this. It's got a lot of white around it. Hasn't got any antennae either. But I'm not putting any on. How about that? Nope, not putting any on. I might draw some on later with a pen. I'll see. But right now, it's not getting any. And this is going on. In the middle there. Go slide into the middle. This glue stick does glue quickly, I have to confess. It's good stuff. There, all that just to pop it in there. I'm going to leave it up a bit so we can see it. Right, 2 lilies. What's the time? Oh yeah, plenty of time. 2 smaller ones. They're very small. You're too wide. Oh, you got you out again, haven't we? I think I'd have to put something on there. This bird is, the woodlark is a bird. I'd probably put another little bird on, but it may not be a woodlark, I'm afraid. I wouldn't know a woodlark if one jumped up and hit me on the snout, if you know what I mean. These ones are nice. They're tall and thin. I would have to recover these. I've got 2 of them, I think. Have I got 2 the same? For some reason I've got this thing about doing these 2 at the bottom of the same. Don't ask me why. I have no idea. They're not the same size. Did I not cut them all the same? Nope, they're all different, look. All 3 of... Oh, those 2 are virtually the same. Let's use these 2. Right. They are going to have to be covered, though, because they're pretty much... Well, I might cut them down a bit as well. That's about that size. Yeah, cut about 1 centimetre off the bottom. That's that one. Right, let's cover these 2. Let's pop you somewhere so we can see what we're doing. Right. This is guillotine first, because I won't cut it straight, that much I know. It's not cut straight already, actually. Oh, gosh, this is really all over the place, this. Let me just trim that up. Right, and then I'm going to probably have to trim this up a tiny bit as well. Right, now we can cut it straight. About that much off. And about that much off. The sides of that one are a lot better. I don't know what happened to that one. Oh, look at that. Didn't even measure it. Couldn't have got it much closer, could I? Let's cover it before we do the corners, because I want to cover them pretty much completely. I do. See what I've got in here. In the way of this is my little magic box of stuff. I don't know if any of these are going to be big enough to cover it completely. I don't know what I was thinking when I used that turquoise paint. I mean, I don't mind it, but not the quantity I've got on there. It's nice as an accent, isn't it? That's not big enough. I've got some scraps in here, you see. Instead of me getting my big scrap box out, I've got these. That would cover them both. And it's quite pretty, isn't it? Let's just show it doesn't clash with that. No, it doesn't. Well, it's allowed to clash if it wants to, but it's that one. And there's this Neutraler one. Neutraler? That's not a word, Neutraler. I'll use that. More neutral. It's funny, you know, I was at my, so it's like a knit and natter group, really, I go to on a Wednesday. I meet my friend Glenys there. And we started having a conversation about English grammar, about how it seems to have gone by the wayside for a lot of people. I mean, if you can't spell, you can't spell. That's fine. I mean, I'm not the world's greatest speller myself. But some grammar is just so, you know, you got to ask people. Some people don't even know what, like, verbs are, you know. Like, it makes you wonder about and nouns, you know. And when, things like that. And it's sad, really, because when I was at school, you know, that was the fundamental part of English, was understanding those. But it seems acceptable now to use bad grammar. It just seems to be trendy, you know. Sorry, I'll get off my high horse. I understand there's people with learning difficulties and things like that. That's not what I'm getting at all. So I'm concentrating. I do occasionally concentrate. Oh, you twat. I'm a bit of a twilly. Bit of a silly billy. I did put that bit of paper on upside down. That doesn't matter, it's going to get covered. It's just a backing layer. It's just a subtler backing layer to what we had, which was that bright turquoisey stuff. Turquoise, yeah, it was turquoisey, wasn't it? It's a little bit more, a little gentler on the eye, isn't it, that? I don't know where I got these bits of paper from, but I keep them. I keep my little stash there full of little bits and bobs, save me getting my big one down, you know, of scrap papers. These are going to be quite thick now, but it doesn't matter. It's got 3 layers now. Never mind. It's got a nice back to it. I don't know where that backing paper came from, but right. What shall we pop on you? Should we go to the generic pile again and see what weird and wonderful things we can find to put on you before I run out of time. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a candle. It's a nice cup of tea. That's too wide. Tall and thin we're looking for. Dee 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 dee. What's this? A lady? I'll have to snip off some of her hat. That's no good. That's a smaller lady. Oh, she fits on nicely. Smaller lady. And oh, that's too big. A bit Christmassy, that too. What else do we have? What else do we have? Oh, chair. The lady would look quite comfortable sitting in that chair. Not sure I actually want a chair. Hot air balloon. She could go on a little hot air balloon excursion, couldn't she? My little fairies. My little fairies. I think the fairies are nicer than the chairs. Chair's a bit boring, really. That's quite nice. Quite like that blue lady on that blue tag, though. Dum 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 dum. More fairies. They're exactly the same, though. I won't put identical fairies on. What fairy is this? I think this is another little fairy. It is. Shall we have two fairies on either side? Ah, don't use fairies very often because, you know, I just don't. There's another one here, look. Let me just see. Oh, that's nice. She's sitting on a rock. Let's do those two. Copy back. Sorry, lady and girls, you're not getting picked today. So we have a little piece of paper to go with them. Bit of generic paper to go with them. You're tiny florals, aren't you? You'd look all right with her, wouldn't you? I'm just looking for tiny little flowers that go well with them. This one's nice, isn't it? Thought there was two here. Oh yes, that'll pop. She'll pop on that one. Actually, might be able to use the same thing, really. Just tear down. What do I want? Which side? Let's do this side. Let's put that down there. Sorry, not talking again, am I? Oh, I had two pieces of that. Oh, well, I can use the other one for the other one and put that away then. There was two pieces together there. Blast. Never mind. It is what it is. They are different pictures anyway, so but I'm not going to waste it, so it'll have to go there. That'd be clever, wouldn't it? How did you get those torn exactly the same? But I love this little bit of paper, so I'm not wasting it. I need to cover up this writing anyway because it's upside down. Right, put you on here, little lady. Yep, just going to cut out some of your white. I'm sorry, I am. Because there's this massive chunk of white between her lovely legs and this flower, which I'm not keen on. It's a chunk of white here. These are stickers, so I'm going to have to try and get the back off this too after cutting it out a bit. But the white was taking too much away from the picture, you know, in my opinion. It was taking way too much off the little girl, the little fairy. I'm reading a book about fairies at the moment, actually. Not these nice kind, though. Right then, where should we peel you from? Let's try the wing. Try the tip of the wing, because I might have to come off the tip of the wing, right? There we go. open wing. That's it. Dee dee dee. See, now I've cut her down, she fits. That's good. Isn't she sweet? Can you see her? All right, she's quite sweet, isn't she? It's funny how your tastes change over the years, isn't it? I can remember when I was younger, much younger than I am now, actually. I couldn't bear the thought of having florals in my house, you know, like I couldn't have floral curtains or cushions or anything, or wallpaper. I still wouldn't now, but I don't dislike them like I used to. Things like this, like little pretend fairies like this, would have, I thought, don't fancy putting them on, but now I like them. Really weird how you... It's like purple. It used to be my favourite colour. I still like the colour purple, but it's not actually my favourite colour anymore. I like purple in, little things. I mean, like my bedroom, one wall is painted purple. And the same with my ensuite, one wall is painted purple, just to match the bathroom. But we did that because I bought my curtains from my old house when I moved, and they happened to be purple. So rather than buy new curtains, I just bought, because it needed decorating anyway. It was in a dreadful state when I moved in. Decided to just do a purple wall to match it. The rest is all cream. But no, I like blues. I must admit, blues and greens very much, particularly greens. But yeah, and blues, I do like them. And that's sort of come about really since I've been doing journals. I have no idea why my tastes have changed, but they have. And having things that can clash as well don't bother me in the slightest. The time when if something clashed, it would just drive me up the wall, but not anymore. I think it's because I've got more time to do my art and stuff, and I suppose when you retire you have more time for these things and experimenting more, don't you, and things, and accepting different colours, can go with different colours and things. They're turning out to be really quite pretty, aren't they, these two? Just going to put a little pretty label, little nice label on, something nice, and maybe a date or something, a tiny little date, or how about that? It's a lovely little date, 1877. That's how old that fairy is. Let's find another tiny date for the other one. That's a nice date. It's a bit big, that one. I want a tiny one. Oh, here we go. January. There. That's nice. She's older than you, darling. But not by much. Not by much. A little bit of glue. That's 1908. And this is 1877. There we go. I don't often do things the same, but I like those. Those are nice. I'm just going to split this so I know there's two bits there. There we go. There you go. My little bits of paper. Right, let's pop you in. We've got about 5 minutes left. So, pop you there. I really like them. See, now, if somebody said to me, do 2 fairy tags, I go, oh no. But I like them. And there's a majestic owl looking over them. There we are. Oh, hello. Ooh. I can just pop something in here. You could go in there. That actually does go in there quite well. I think I might just leave that there. I'm not going to do it. I could put something else on there. This is one of my material ones. It's covered in obviously material. Let me just see if I've got anything that would look okay on it. That'd be quite big, wouldn't it? Well, that would look all right, hanging down from the bow. There's no bird in it, which is fine by me. That's strong enough to be glued on, that is. Should we do that? Just give you a bit of an ink up. I'm going to use some, right, you're not all going to go on there, are you? So we're going to use some, see if I can get some more of this out of here. Nearly all gone. A 3-in-1. I have to trim a tiny bit of this off, I think. But put a lot on because I don't want it poking off. At the top there, hanging down from the bow. Whoops, whoops, whoops. Let's put you on there. Should have put the lid on. And then a nice, oh yeah, actually does look fine. Yep. And a nice little tag at the bottom, shall I say? It's got a nice bow at the top, so I'll put something, no. That's quite nice. I've just spotted this. Yeah, that's nice. Let's pop you on. There. Just make sure there's none oozing out because I don't want it to stick to the... Nope, it's not. There we are. That's that one. Oh, that went quickly, didn't it? Oh, we got quite a lot here. We've got one to poke in there, and we've got one to poke in, two to go in there. Don't think I'll get this finished. Don't think I'll get this done, but I might just find a couple of things to go in here. That goes in nicely, doesn't it? That's postcard. And there's this, yeah, that will fit in there. That's a William Morris, believe it or not. Yeah, it is a William Morris. It's an unusual one, isn't it? We'll put this one in because the other one I've got out is quite, quite intense, like some of his are, aren't they? I bought a whole box of these ages ago, and they've lasted really, really well, actually. They're from the Victoria and Albert Museum in London. And this one is to do with the Fisherman's Roll of Honour, first class diploma. And this is all the, these are all the people. This is a photograph of a genuine certificate from 1912. But yeah, these are the people that bravely sailed the seas. Right. Might find a couple of little ones to go in there, but I probably won't have time to embellish them. Actually, it's a bit weird, that, isn't it? Oh, I know why. It's a masterboard. Right, I'm not sure I like that tag. Might have to do something with that. That's too wide, isn't it? Yeah. I might have to refurbish that one. Not keen on it. Nope, need something taller and bigger. Oh, this one's nice. Will you fit in? Not quite. We'll find a home for that. Right. Oh, there's this one. Nope, it's too big. It's too small. We've got a double one. That does fit in there, but we could put... Nope. 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 It's not working for me either. Well, that can go in there. Something a bit smaller in the front, and then we've come to a good place to stop, haven't we? Pop this little one in the front, like that, and then maybe a smaller one still, hey? How about a diddy one? Well, these haven't been finished off, but hey, I'll finish those off. Some of these are tiny. Oh, here we go. Here we go. How about you? You're smaller. You can go in the front part of the envelope. What's that? Oh, that's that bow, isn't it? There. That's where we'll leave it, I think. Let me just go around this. The other two have done. This one just needs a bit of... Pop you in the front one. The one's in the back. There, so today we have done a bit. We've done all that pocket, and we've done that pocket. We embellished that, didn't we? And that one's ready to go. I might ink that up. We made these two tags and that one to go in there. And we made these two tags. We folded that one. I think that's... Oh, no, we did this as well. We put one in there and two in there. And we did this as well, didn't we? Yep. I think that's where we started, isn't it? Yes, because I remember doing that last time. So, yeah, we got a few more pockets. There's a lot of pockets in here. So we got a few more filled, didn't we? I'm not making any more with those on, though, because they are very bulky. There. So next we've got this. That's full, I think. Yeah, that's already got stuff in. So I've got something to go in the top there and something to go in the side here. Yeah. So we'll carry on. I might do some off camera. I might not. It's getting nice and chunky, look. Yeah. And I'm going to put that to be redone. I think I'll take that off then start again. I'm not happy with that. If I'm not happy with it, it's not going in a journal. Right, guys. Thank you for joining me today. I'm sorry if I've been a bit incoherent at times. That's the nature of the illness, I'm afraid. And I hope this Saturday has been good to you. Okay? I'll take care, everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye now.